Trail running for me is just joy, and it's time to really connect to what's important in life, connect to nature, connect to your body.
So much stuff can be going on, and as soon as you start your run or like start at a start line, it just all kind of can fall away. And
I love getting out in nature and just switching off from things and just pushing my body to the limit. I really like that combination of pushing myself hard but being somewhere really beautiful at the same time. And like those two things together just make it magic.
Running across the Otter Trail, it normally takes people 5 days, and we're doing it in like 5 hours.
It's more of an adventure than just a pure race.
The ocean, it's South Africa. It's like absolutely unbeatable compared to anywhere else in the world.
I feel more connected to this race than any race I've done before, and
it's just the most special place.
Hey everybody, welcome to Storms River. It is absolutely beautiful. It's the 2024 Otter TERREX Trail, and let me tell you, it's the 16th edition of a race that just continues to get better and better.
Probably the TERREX brand has really taken off globally, and probably what was the part of the TERREX brand that's so important for us is in the trail running space, certainly in South Africa. And this event, the Otter, the Grail of Trail, and super special trail running event, I think, in South Africa. The coastline, the scenery is absolutely spectacular. That you as a trail runner can only get onto this stretch of coastline sort of once a year makes it really, really incredible.
Today we go into the prologue. It's fast, it's short, it's sharp, it's technical, it's brutal. What is important for the athletes is to recover properly because they go into the big show tomorrow. And that, of course, the 42 kilometers Nature's Valley to Storms River, keeping the sea on your right hand side. It doesn't get better than this. This is your Grail of Trail.
I think it's quite good actually to have a slightly strong effort the day before. It kind of freshens up the legs, but not push too hard. You don't want to be aching tomorrow regretting the prologue.
prologue, I try to keep the effort pretty moderate, making sure you focus on the prologue, because it's also somewhere where I've heard that there've been people that have like rolled ankles and things, and then you can't even get to the start line of the race. So
there's always a lot of nerves before the prologue. In a way, like you kind of rip that band-aid off, and then before tomorrow it's chilled. But luckily the route's always amazing. So like once you get going, get into the flow of things, and you'll be happy to be here.
For the 16th time, it is a race day 2024. We do it all over again. This year we say Otter TERREX Trail Run. We take it to a whole new level. A fine field, some great from the past, some new upstarts are here. We're going to get going with race day in a little bit. 300 behind me, 9 hours until glory. The Otter TERREX Trail Run 2024.
Here we go, everybody. This is what it's all about. The time, the dedication, the effort, the sacrifice all comes to the start line here at the 2024 Otter TERREX Trail. It does not get better than this. They make their way off the beach into the single track up to Andre. It's their first water source. They're going to fall up there. From there, we move through to Oakhorse, Muncie Point, and that first time to really feed and enjoy the moment. As you know, you've got to push through that later half of the race, which is very, very difficult. Through Scott, they move quietly as they get up onto the top of the cliffs, and then they make their way down all the way to Nkubu. From there, it's a sprint for home, past the waterfall and along the rocks. If you've heard the stories, if you've heard the legend, then you need to put this in your bucket list. Let's go.
I think I want to use the first half to my advantage, so probably push a little bit harder in the first half, not get too tired because you want to have some legs going over the technical terrain. But I definitely want to push in the first half and then try and maintain that through the second half. I think there's more climbs in the second half, so you've got to try to manage the effort, not build up too much lactate, and then just try and enjoy it along the way.
To be honest, like I never knew I was in the lead until like just after halfway, because I never realized Robbie got lost. So I was just chasing, which was kind of part of my race strategy.
So with this way around the course, my plan was to try and open up a gap in the first 10K, but then I opened up a gap, but then I stupidly took a wrong turn. And then I went back to like 7th place.
I think every race is a bit different. I think for Otter, it's going to be a lot about focus and concentration and staying calm, not getting flustered. There's a lot of parts that can really like throw you off if you twist a little bit or fall. There's a lot of rocks, so I think it's just about staying really calm, focused, centered, and focusing on myself and how I can do the best race possible, no matter what.
Obviously, the effort level goes up as the heat goes up, so you've really got to make sure that you're more conservative when the temperatures are higher and make sure you're not like pushing too hard too soon, because I think it can be detrimental on a day that's really hot. And for me, so I try to make sure I'm drinking more. I suppose if it's a hot day, you'd focus more on getting your calories in through drinking, versus if it's a colder day, then you'd maybe rely more on like gels and that type of thing.
It's so up and down, there's so many different components and elements to it. It's difficult to kind of, like I've done it 11 times and I can't like visualize the whole route. You know, there's other routes that you do where it takes 3 times and you've got it waxed. Every time I come to Otter, I'm like, that was easier than I expected and that was harder than I expected.
I enjoyed the first bit until Oakhurst, and then actually Sam, Riley and I were running together for quite a bit of it, which was really nice. And then after Oakhurst, she just took off and I tried to stick with her.
Yeah, Rebecca ran so well, and I'm like so proud of her, and it was so great. We just were running together most of the way, and yeah, it was great to have a companion who like knows the trail, and yeah, she really helped get me through it. Yeah.
Once I got to the second half, there was way more water. I just had the second wind, and my legs felt amazing. And then at 10K, it was just like, I ran every uphill. I was running well in the downs. And then I caught Jacques, and then I saw Kane, and I was like, whoa, you know, I can do this thing.
Kane Riley led for 37 kilometers. You don't become a champion without being able to think back. It is my pleasure and honor to give you a champion in 2024. The one, the only, Robbie Simpson!
Yeah, just over the moon. It's a really great end to my season. It's been long and hard, and so to end in this way was, yeah, couldn't ask for better.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. Like, only one person gets to win, eh? That's the reality of it, like, which is cool about the sport. So everyone's like, when's it going to be your year? Every year's been my year in a different way.
Yeah, well, look, this is Tsitsikamma National Park, and they're home to the very world-famous Otter Trail. So this event, it takes place exactly along the Otter Trail, or on the Otter Trail, which is absolutely fantastic, and I think it's been growing for the last 16 years, and it's been growing from strength to strength. And also, I think more than anything, strengthening the relationship between Sand Parks and its stakeholders, as well as the communities that also get involved in this event.
We feel very privileged to be part of this. I mean, the Otter is not about the sponsors. We contribute a little bit, but this brand, the community, they're the ones who make it. And Easy Equities really is proud and privileged to be a part of it.
What an amazing 4 days we've had here at the beautiful Storms River mouth. It was the 16th edition of your Otter TERREX Trail presented by Easy Equities. The meeting at Nature's Valley as they made their way along the beach in the early morning sunrise and up onto the cliffs. 42 kilometers of brutal, gritty, challenging racing. When you earn your medal at the Otter TERREX Trail, you earn it properly. Keep the sea on your right-hand side, they say, and that is exactly what they did. And what a way to finish off the 16th year of what is, without doubt, a classic, a benchmark, a bucket list. It's been amazing. Thank you for joining us. We cannot wait to see you next year.